Hello and welcome back to my channel. So World Cup is almost over, so which means it's time to move our content from World Cup fantasy to Premier League fantasy and Champions League fantasy. So this is my first draft video for game week 17 of FPL, and remember we do have unlimited amount of transfer for this one, and also we have double game weeks coming up in future weeks. So keeping that in mind, I'll just get right into my team selection. So starting off with goalkeepers, as always, I've opted to go for Arrizabalaga and Ward of Leicester City. So Arrizabalaga is right now not fit. I think he's injured. But if you take a look at Chelsea's fixture list, they have Bournemouth, Nottingham Forest. Then in game week 19, they have a double game week against Man City and Fulham. Then they have Crystal Palace. Then in game week 21, Liverpool. And in game week 22, Fulham. So they have pretty good run of fixtures, except that game week 21 fixture against Liverpool and that double game week first fixture against Man City. So if he gets fit, that is, they will have friendlies in upcoming days. If he plays in one of those friendlies, I think I'm definitely going for him, and he's right now priced at 4.5 million. And I think Chelsea will sort their defense in the coming week, so I think he's a great choice. Then I've gone with Ward. So Ward has skipped, I think, the great number of clean sheets in his run to the World Cup, and in the later stages of that run, I think Leicester City played really well defensively. Leicester City, I think, have Newcastle, then it's Liverpool, Fulham, Nottingham Forest, Brighton, and Aston Villa. So especially in game week 21, when Chelsea have Liverpool, I think Leicester have Brighton at home, so it's a good fixture. So I think Ward at the price that he is, that is right now he's at 4.1, but if you already own him, you would have gotten him at 3.9. I think he's a great value for his price, and I think he is one of the goalkeepers that you should definitely have in your teams. Then moving on to the defense, I've gone with Trippier, Cancelo, Luke Shaw, Bueno, and James. So same can be said about James, that is said about Arrizabalaga, that is he's right now injured. But if he gets fit, I think he's the best right back along with Trippier. That is, his attacking potential is really great if he plays in that fullback position for Chelsea. And if he gets fit, I think he definitely starts in that fullback position, as Chelsea have enough cover for their centre backs as of now. And again, we need to keep a look at their friendlies, and if he plays in those friendlies, I think he's a really great differential pick, because I don't think loads of managers will go for him. His fixture list, I've already told you how great of a fixture list Chelsea have. Then I've gone with Trippier. I think Trippier has been the best right back in the league this season. He has got a tremendous amount of attacking returns. He always gets bonus points. If you look at Newcastle's fixtures, I think Newcastle have Leeds, then they have Arsenal, Fulham, Crystal Palace, West Ham United, Bournemouth, and in game week 24, that's Liverpool. So one of the best fixture lists till game week 24. Only that, I think, game week 19th fixture against Arsenal away is a worry. Rest all fixture top notch fixtures. He always get attacking returns. Newcastle are one of the best defensive sides in the league, so I think Trippier is a must-have. Then I've gone with Cancelo, as Cancelo didn't play all the games for Portugal in their World Cup, and I think he was replaced with Dalot, and I definitely think he has a great recovery pace. I think he can play a number of games in succession. He recovers very well, so even if there are Champions League game for Man City, and even if there is fixture congestion, I think he can play continuously. I don't think he will be rested, because he's a crucial player for Pep Guardiola in his system. So if you look at Man City's fixture list, Man City have Leeds, Everton, Chelsea. Then the game week 20 is a double game week, that is Man United and Tottenham. So not so great fixtures in that double game week, but then they have Wolves, Tottenham, and then again in game week 22 they have a double game week against Aston Villa and Arsenal. So that's two double game weeks for Man City. That's why I think you should at least own two of them, that is two Man City assets. I personally would go for a triple up. So one from that triple up would be definitely be Cancelo. He is right now priced at 10.3, I guess. Then moving on to the Man United left back, I think Shaw is the best defender you can own from that Man United team. Man United to have a great run of fixtures. They have Nottingham, then Wolves, then Bournemouth, then Man City and Arsenal are the tough ones. Then Crystal Palace, Leeds, and Leicester. So I definitely think Shaw is a better pick than Dalot, because Shaw has Malaysia rotating with him in those Europa League games or cup games. So I think Shaw is a better pick, even though he has competition for his places, because the other one can play in the cup games, and whereas Dalot doesn't have anyone to rotate with, so I don't think he can play consistently for a number of games, as he also played in the World Cup and he is susceptible to injury, so that's a risk. And Shaw is on set piece duties too. He's right now priced at 4.7, and for that fixture run I definitely think he is one to one. Then I've gone with Buono just to fill that place up. He's priced at 3.9. I don't think he gets a run in my team ever. So yeah, that's it. Then that completes my defense. Then moving on to midfield, I have Madison, Fernandez, Martinelli, Foden, and Andres. So Andres, as I said at the start of the season or in the middle of those first before the World Cup run, that is 15-16 game weeks, Andres is one of the best asset you can own in Fantasy Premier League this season. A regular starter for a team who is quite doing well attacking wise, a regular starter, a regular set piece taker who has Mitrovic up front to finish off his set pieces. So I think Andres is one of the best player you can own at that price range and is a definitely a must have. So if you take a look at Fulham's fixture list, they have Crystal Palace, Southampton, then a double game week, Leicester and Chelsea, then Newcastle, Tottenham, Chelsea, and Nottingham Forest. So not that difficult run. So I would definitely go for him again. Then I've gone with Madison, as he was injured actually just before the World Cup, but I think he's fit now because he didn't play any minutes for England in that World Cup, and he's the key man. He's the talisman for Leicester City, and I think Leicester City have sorted their thing out. They are playing really great football at the end of the first half of the league, and I think Leicester City will go on from here to achieve good things in the later half of the season. So if you take a look at their fixture list, they have Newcastle, Liverpool, Fulham, Nottingham, Brighton, Aston Villa, Tottenham. So apart from those first two fixtures where Madison especially delivers against top sides, I think that fixture and along with that Newcastle and Liverpool, I think he is one of the must-have defender midfielders in the league right now in terms of FPL. Then I'm going with Fernandes instead of De Bruyne, or I must say I've gone with Foden instead of De Bruyne. I've upgraded another midfielder to Fernandes. So for right now, I'll talk about Fernandes. So as Ronaldo has left the club, I think Fernandes will be on set piece duties and also on pens. So there's another option you can go for, that is you can go for Rashford and also upgrade Foden to De Bruyne. So right now I'm sticking with Foden and Fernandes and not Rashford and De Bruyne. So right now I have this choice because Fernandes is the talisman for Manchester United. He makes Manchester United tick. He and Ericsson. He's on set best duties. He will be on pens. So I think he's at 9.8 million, whereas De Bruyne is beyond 11.5 million. I think he's a great choice for that. He also has a good run of fixtures, as I said earlier. And talking about Man City asset, I think Foden, for his price, there is not much difference between Foden and De Bruyne. I think Foden has provided better attacking returns in the first half of the season. So I think Foden or Rashford and over De Bruyne and Fernandes to cope up with him as a mid value or beyond mid value defend midfielder, kind of a premium one. So I think this is the best combination to have right now and save some millions in your bank. So I've gone with these two. Then I've gone with Martinelli. I think he has been the best winger in the league so far, and his numbers are amazing at 6.7 million. I haven't owned him for all the 15 game weeks at the start of the season, so that was my mistake, and that was the reason I had dropped down in the rank. I'm just 1 million right now, which is not at all that great, but I think I can move on to good ranks if I stick with this team. I've gone with Martinelli. His fixture run is West Ham United, Brighton, Newcastle, Tottenham, Man United, and Everton. So not so good fixture run, but Arsenal are playing really good football. Though Gabriel Jesus is injured, I don't think Martinelli's attacking numbers will suffer. He didn't play in the World Cup at all, so I think he'll be fresh and raring to go. And Arsenal are leading the table, and I don't think they will drop points right now. They might in the later half of the season, but not right now. And they also don't have Europe to play in, so I think their team will be the freshest team in the league. Then moving on to the attackers, I think I've gone with Darwin, Holland, and Mitrovic. So I don't think I need to talk about Erling Haaland much. I think he's been the best player in the league so far. He has tremendous numbers. They have the two double game weeks in this 5 to 6 game week, so I think he's a must have. So that completes my Man City triple up. So other one is Mitrovic. So Mitrovic did play some games for his national side and also did score, and I think he's definitely is fully fit, and his fixture run, as I said, for Fulham is not so bad. He's has Crystal Palace, Southampton, then a double game week, then Newcastle, Tottenham and Chelsea. So he has been the best mid-budget or below mid-budget striker in the league, and I think he has been the best striker apart from Holland. He has given consistently attacking returns, and I think he will carry on to do so in the future game weeks. Then I've gone with Darwin Nunes, and I know Darwin Nunes misses a lots of chance, but the key is he gets in those positions, those attacking positions where he gets a tap in or a 1v1s, but he does miss a couple of those. But he will eventually start scoring because obviously Klopp has gone for him. He has seen something in him. He plays him regularly, and I think Liverpool will be a lot better than they were in the first half of the season. I'm not saying that they will like be the Liverpool of the past, but they will be a little better, and I think Darwin Nunes will finish off those chances, at least 50% of these chances. Even if he finishes the 50% of his chances for his price, I think he's one of the best forwards you can go for after Holland if he finishes those chances that is presented to him. And I think when he plays, he's a better asset than Salah. He gets more number of chances in the box. He's always on the box. He gets into the ends of those created chances by Salah and other players for him. So he just needs to tuck them in. Then if you take a look at their fixture list, they have Aston Villa, Leicester, Brentford, Brighton, Chelsea, Wolves and Everton. So no double game week, but the fixture run that they have, I definitely think he scores a tons of goals if he just improves his finishing. So that's it. That's right now my first draft for game week 17. So if you enjoyed the video, do like the video and subscribe to my channel, and also follow me on FPL Football Fanatic on Instagram, and I will see you in the next one. Good luck for World Cup Fantasy, and also